Ooh, these words. These words are just so tricky, right? White supremacy, toxic patriarchy. Blah, 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 blah. I know everybody hates it. You hear it and you're just like, what? Wait, I can't do anything about it. This is who I am. I'm a man. I can't do anything about it. This is who I am. You're telling me that everything that's wrong about me is that I'm white or that I'm male or that I'm these different things. And I want to say right now that that is not at all what I am saying. Okay? That's not what I'm saying, beloved. No. I might have said it once. Remember, I talked about my own growth trajectory? Okay. I didn't start here, friends. I didn't start here, all right? On my path, I have absolutely caused harm and damage to other people as I've started to come online, realize the things that are going on around me, and then used my power and my privilege in ways that are almost instinctual because it's worked till now, right? And then I end up wielding this thing that I'm trying to deconstruct or take away from myself, and then it turns into this weapon. I'm beating you all over the head with it, right? Okay, you guys, some of you have seen this. Some of you were in my life through this like really rapid transition. We left Philadelphia, we moved to Boston. If you've ever been in an interracial relationship in Boston, you're gonna learn a few things. We'd been together for a decade before we got here, longer. So you know that wasn't it wasn't our first rodeo. It wasn't our first encounter with many things, but we have learned a lot while we have lived here, and not all of it has been easy to learn or fun. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Tuesdays with Jax. Glad to have you here. Excited to have you here. Full moon, eclipse week, lots of curveballs coming in, especially if you were a Phillies fan. Did y'all see that? Yeah, white lady's out there, white lady in it. I see you. So what we going to talk about this week? Well, my original plan was actually to talk to you all about faith, about what's going on and things like this, but going with the energy and the fact that the full moon eclipse has indeed thrown us a curveball or two this week, I thought I would take this opportunity to introduce a little bit more about me, and I've been talking a little bit about my values, and I want you to know a little bit about me, just so that you know where you are, and you know who I am, and you know what I love. And one of those things that's really important to me is inclusion, right? And so I want to make sure this is a place that welcomes everyone. And so if you are here, I'm glad you are here. Welcome. I'm super excited that you're here, and I'm glad that we get to share this time together. Thank you for being here and spending time with me. So let's chat a little bit more about what all is going on in the world, y'alls. So if you get my newsletter, then you probably saw that I wrote a piece about Jerry Jones, who is the owner of the Dallas Cowboys, and his like off the hook the racism and the fact that he just continually face plants him in his business decisions. And I find him to be inspiring in that he has got so much access and privilege to so many things, and yet he still has got clearly so much work to do on himself and how he feels about things. And so I love to use Jerry Jones as the example of everybody needs a Jackie. Dude, I could help you with your scarcity issues. I don't know if I can help with the racism thing, but I could probably help with, you know, perfectionism and some other stuff that's absolutely plaguing your world, bro. So anyway, it just sort of is kind of funny, and then it's something I think about every year, and I know it's not like really something I usually talk about when I talk to y'all about stuff, but it is part of my life, and it's kind of funny. And those of you who knows my husband know that he is a huge sports fan, and so obviously I'm surrounded by a lot of football talk every day of my life, to be honest. There is no off season in this home. There is only preparation for and around the season. So, so when Jerry Jones comes onto the scene with things and his ridiculousness, it's become sort of a joke in my house that we all have work to do, no matter how successful we are, even if we're the owner of the Dallas Cowboys. And then we had, at a Phillies practice, or I guess it was actually a game down in Florida, I think, a woman who bullied a child into giving her the ball that was um, um, that was batted out to the stands, and instead of giving it to the child, this white woman from Philadelphia just berated this man and his kid, and until they gave the ball back to her, not back to her, but to her. And as a result, she's been called um, Philly Karen and things like this, which got me thinking about Karen. And you guys, I don't know what y'all know about Karen, but take a look in the newsletter tomorrow, because we're going to talk a little about Karen and what that means and who she is and when we should use it. And by we, I mean me, and by mean, I mean never. Just, if you bow out of Karen altogether, you don't even have to worry about it. So there's my pro tip on Karen. Don't use the word, and you don't have to worry about how it's used. But there's a lot of complications with it, so we'll talk more about that tomorrow. But today I actually want to talk about something that might be a little bit surprising, and some of y'all are probably going to be like, I don't want to do the race conversation. Don't talk about it, Jackie. And I get it. I really get it. I will tell you, I've gone through different stages on my progress and my enlightenment journey, my deconstructing journey, my efforts at deprogramming myself, my mindset, or at least trying to become conscious of the ways that I have been programmed. I have gone through many different variations of enlightenment. And perhaps you're some of the few who have remained and made it through as I went through this enlightenment, because in this path, as I found my clarity, I also tried to burn away everything that was not authentic, whether or not it was my job to do it. Yeah, so privilege right into the wall, right? Yeah, no, it's sort of something that we do, right? We step into the realm, and then we go, I want to help, and we're so like used to people listening to us, and then we don't fix it. We showed up, we got here, they're not listening. What's happening? We get mad, we get frustrated. Then we look around at everybody else and say, we know what you're doing wrong. And then you start all of the stuff that you see on the interwebs. What do we see on the interwebs? Oh my heart. Karen. No, don't talk about Karen. I don't want to talk about Karen. She's exhausting. We're not going to talk about Karen. I want to talk about you. I want to talk about you. And I want to talk about how heavy it is to carry all of this stuff when you're a white person and you're dealing with all of the toxic elements of white supremacy culture. I want to talk about how heavy that is for white people. First of all, because that's my lane. All right. It's my job to talk about some of this. Not to say that it is comparative or should be comparative in any way, because that's not what this is about. This is simply understanding that this also has an impact on us, the white community, white families, white dialogue, white violence. I actually think it has a lot to do with our family structures, how we speak to each other, how we treat each other, how we love, shun, reject each other, and how we use perfectionism against each other as the standard that none of us can actually achieve, that all of us are trying to achieve. And that means that all of us will never actually make it to the promised land of perfection, right? So if you never make it to this promised land, then all of us can use it against each other. And that's the thing that's really, really complicated. And that's really something that I have spent a lot of time talking about, thinking about, delving into. Because perfectionism has absolutely been a tool of suppression and um, has done a lot of things. It has left a lot of scars. It has done a lot of wounding, just to me, in my own life and in my family's life. How I've seen perfectionism wielded by these people in my own circle as they wield this perfectionism against themselves. And perhaps you're aware of this because maybe that's what your inner critic is doing. It's just sitting there the whole time in the back saying, no, no, is that really how you're going to go out with your hair? Is that really the best you could do? Are you sure you're okay with this outfit? Is this really going to be okay? Are you really going to go talk about the topic that nobody wants to discuss at a time when nobody wants to discuss it because they're all exhausted? All of the different reasons that I could not show up today are very real and very present. Um, but I think it's important, and I want you to know who I am, but I also want you to know that I see you, and I'm not trying to bring this up as a way to wield this against you. All right? So I want you to take a deep breath if you made it this far, because it's really, really important that you understand, especially from my perspective, that what we need, I believe, is actually more compassion for ourselves and each other, for what we have been enduring, for what we have been doing to ourselves and one another. We need more love, we need more compassion, we need more grace, we need more understanding. And all of those are things that are not encouraged in that white supremacy, toxic, patriarchal culture, right? So that's a lot. It's a lot. So I don't want to go too wide on all of this because this is obviously a very intense topic and it's a very expansive topic. And so I really want to focus just on the one thing, which is specifically perfectionism. And the reason I want to focus specifically on perfectionism is because I believe that is also the tool we are using against ourselves most frequently in our own minds. All right. And I think it's the thing that is stopping many of us from excelling on our own path, from finding our highest good, for stepping into our highest good, for believing that we could step into our highest good, our highest timelines, our best experiences, whatever is going to happen next. We have these limitations that have been placed on us because I am not pretty enough, successful enough, rich enough, connected enough, talented enough, known enough, seen enough in order for me to achieve whatever it is that I'm here to do. And I'm here to just say to you that I reject that truth for you. I reject that truth for me. I reject that truth for all of us. I believe that we are actually here to learn from this experience anything that we can, because if we do not turn this experience of what has happened in this country into a learning opportunity, then we've failed. So we have to learn from it. And what we can learn, first, I think, and foremost, and it's gonna sound so stupid, you guys. Everybody's gonna listen to it and just be like, what in the, but honest to God, if we could lead with love, this wouldn't be hard. This wouldn't be hard. If you could lead with love every single time. And you're like, what in the Disney movie are you talking about, Jackie? But it's really true. What if you just led with love? Today you are heartbroken. Your world has come crashing down. You have no idea what is next. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Well, you have choices. We all have choices. You know what would be a lot easier? Giving yourself a little grace. Give yourself a little grace. You deserve it. Actually, no, I don't think that's right. I don't think give a little grace. I think give like all of the fucking grace. Give yourself all of the grace. Give yourself all of the love. Let yourself know that you believe in you and your future no matter what. All right? Perfectionism has been used against all of us. And if what you do is nothing but compare yourself to other people, other things, if all you're doing is just running through this cycle in your head over and over and over and over and over and over and over again, if you've got no boundaries when people say things to you and you can't stop thinking about what they're saying, if you don't know what to do with any of those things, then you are trapped in that cycle. And if that's the case, that's kind of what my work is about. So hit your girl up, because let me tell you what, when you unlock this stuff and you can get out of there, you can step out of that stuff and actually give yourself in your freaking biggest crisis moments right now. If you could give yourself exactly what you need anyway, which is a fucking hug and a soft place to fall, man, you're gonna be all right. You're gonna be all right. We're all going to be all right. I don't know how. We don't know how. Is it going to be perfect? I hope not. If you've heard any of my thoughts on what actual perfection is, it's not the physical world. It's the eternal. And if you're looking for perfection, then you're looking for the eternal. If you're looking for the eternal, then it sounds like you're looking for an exit. And if that's what you're looking for, then you and I aren't looking for the same things. I'm not looking for perfection in this life. I'm looking to learn. I'm looking to understand. I'm looking to grow. I'm looking to get better. And more than anything, I want to heal myself and other people. I want to heal my family, my friends. I want to hold all of everyone in a big hug, because I'm actually truly freaking convinced that all we need is to be held more tightly. That we just need more love. We just need more love. This world is full of two types of people right now. The people who have got enough love to give to other people, and the people who need more. That's it. That's all we have. That's the binary I exist in. Either you have it to give or you do not. And if you do not, then just don't make it heavier on other people. That's okay. It's okay. Perfectionism has been used against us, each one of us, and now we use it against ourselves, and we keep ourselves down as we look at all of this. And this is what I talk about when I talk about doing the work that I do. When I talk about evaluating the things, it's not about saying what's wrong with you, it's the opposite. I want to know what's right with you. I already know what's right with you. I want you to know what's right with you. I want you to understand that. That's what the benefit is of doing work like this. That's what the benefit is of having a hard conversation. You get to the other side of it and then you're free. You go through absolute chaos and you show up the next day and you do the live thing and you show up for the people and you do the stuff anyway. Because you're okay. Because you know how. Because you have figured it out. Because you have stepped out of the chaos. That's what I want to do. That's what I want to do for you. That's what my purpose is. I want to bring peace. I want to bring healing. I know it sounds like kumbaya nonsense, but honestly, is that what's in your feed right now? Because if that's not what's in your feed right now, then go find more of it because we are all over the place right now, friends. All right? The light bringers, the people who want you to be okay, who want you to know that we're holding space for you, that we can see all the way through to the other side of this transition, and that we know we're all going to be all right. You're going to be all right. It's not going to be the same. It's not going to look like we thought it would. I hope it looks better. But we get to go together. And if we can go with grace, oh, it's going to be so much easier. Don't you just want it to be easier? I want it to be easier. I want it to be easier for you. I want it to be easier for me. Wouldn't that be a delight? If perfectionism wasn't something you were striving for. Oh, it's so exhausting. It's exhausting. No, show up as you. You are enough. That's the point. The point is that we are enough. We might be more than enough. You might be exactly the thing that everybody needs right now. We are here for a reason, and that reason is not to earn money to retire so that we can pay the bills long enough to live safely. We are here to create. We are here to learn, to share our gifts, to expand, to grow, to love, to heal, to transmute things. We are here to alchemize things. We are here to remember our power. We are here to plant the seeds for the future of the digital generations that are coming behind us. We're here for the beginning. This is it. The whole digital world is coming after us, y'all. It's coming after us. We are planting the seeds of the digital revolution, and we were here when they started. We were here before they existed. We are the seeds of the digital revolution. That's why there's so many of us. This is why there's so many of us, and we're so like, why am I here and what is my purpose? Because every single one of us is needed. Because we need these planted seeds of joy, these golden seeds of opportunity. We need to keep planting them everywhere, hiding them in the algorithms, hiding them in the psyches, hiding them all over, programming them in the same way that they programmed all of this toxic stuff into us. We're going to come back and we're going to reprogram it. That's what we're here to do. We're here to fix it. We're here to change it. We're here to alchemize it, to transmute it. We're here to remember who we are. Screw perfection. This sounds a hell of a lot more fun to me. Knowing that you are powerful, not in the strongman kind of way, but in the like, oh my gosh, I have inner strength. I have purpose. I have meaning. I understand. And I know I matter. What I do matters. How I do it matters. Each one of us is important. And perfectionism is not the way to it. And so that's what I want to talk about. And that's what I wanted to share with you today. All right. So that's my race talk for white folks today is just stop using this weapon of perfectionism against yourself. It's exhausting. It's taking so much of your energy. You know it is. It doesn't stop, right? I know it. I know this. I've done this. I have deprogrammed this. I continue to work on deprogramming this. All right. You're not alone. And you can escape. And when you do, y'all, is what you want money? Is what you want freedom? Is what you want opportunity? You can have anything you want when you take off your own chains. It's amazing. It really is. It is so much lighter when you are not putting all this baggage on yourself. It is so much lighter. If you want help, let me help you. And if not, just hang out and just see what else we can share and learn together. All right? Because it's not supposed to be horrible. It's supposed to be a gift. It's supposed to be a gift. So, look for the gifts. Look for the gifts.